What's up everyone, I'm Bob, and as a Dane, I have been following the recent headlines concerning Mr. Donald Trump wanting to buy Panama, Canada, and Greenland. Greenland being a part of the Danish kingdom, obviously this is something I'm very interested in, because I also work in the Danish military, so... yeah, I don't really want to go to war with the big brother. Denmark, where I live, is a very tiny country, as you can see. Compared to Greenland, yeah, we're just a speck on the map, pretty much. But we're a happy folk, we like beer, we have absolutely terrible weather, and yeah, it's pretty chill. But it's not about us, it's actually about Greenland, because Greenland have autonomous right to decide for independence or not. Greenland governs itself with its own prime minister, they hold their own elections, they hold seats in the Danish parliament, and as Trump has now asked to buy Greenland now 2 times, last time was back in 2019, back then it was absolutely absurd, as Mette Frederiksen stated back then, but now he's trying again. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen and Greenland's Prime Minister Mette Ede have both come out and said that Greenland is not for sale.
Og jeg kan læne mig fuldstændig op af Kim Kielsens udtalelse. Selvfølgelig er Grønland ikke til salg, og i øvrigt er Grønland ikke Danmarks. Altså Grønland er grønlændernes. Og Kim Kielsen har jo sagt det meget klart, selvfølgelig bliver der ikke tale om noget som helst frasalg af Grønland.
So why is Trump interested in Greenland? Well, there are many good reasons looking at it from a logical viewpoint. Greenland would be advantageous to the US, and there are 2 main reasons. The massive resources beneath Greenland's ice that is slowly melting away, making it available to harvest. Rare earth materials, gas, maybe oil, who knows. All the goodies that, the US would benefit from. National security is the main point. China and Russia have both made stakes in the Arctic, and China has also shown interest in Greenland. Russia has several bases across its northern coast, and the US is lagging behind with only 1 base already in Greenland, the Thule Air Base, or the Pituffik Air Base as it is now called. It was built in 1943 and the US have been leasing this area for ever since. Having Greenland under US control would give America prime real estate to put air defense system in to protect against ICBMs, being nuclear missiles that are shot into the sky and then pop down into your head in your city. It's great, So that's why it would make perfect sense for America to have that. Now there are many reasons why this is absurd. Now the first reason is Denmark, Greenland, and the US are allies. Greenland, being a part of the Danish kingdom, are allies with the US, and Denmark and America are even founding members of NATO. So this is just crazy considering the long history and very, very close relationship between Denmark and the United States. I mean, I've been on deployments with US ships, I have had beers with US sailors, so it seems completely off to me to consider them an enemy, right? We're allies. We should be united, strong, together. Greenland actually also has a majority to join the European Union one day. This is the first time in history that Greenland has gotten a majority vote in polls to join the Union. And once they get their independence, I do believe that they will be part of the European Union, not the United States. This is a wish for the people of Greenland and not a wish for the Danish government. Keep that in mind. I mean, if Greenland joins the US, they would lose all hopes of autonomy, independence, and sovereignty. They would lose, a decent healthcare system also, and free schooling. So yeah, I mean, I don't know who really wants to join the US, no offense. I definitely don't think Canada wants to join the US. Really, I don't think Canada does. I mean, and the fourth thing is, the US could just lease more land like they already are doing. They've been doing since 1943 to the airbase. Just lease more land. Why don't you lease land for a naval base? Lease a sheet of ice over there that you can then plop, Patriot systems down on, or talk to the Danish government for now about how to, increase defense on Greenland. That would be an interesting way. Why don't you work together with Greenland and Denmark instead of invading them? Bro, we're allies. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot has even come out saying that they won't allow any attacks on European national sovereign soil. So yeah, tensions are definitely seeming to rise in the NATO alliance. And it's not a good thing right now. We need to look strong. We need to look unified. And as a Dane, I should have seen this coming myself. Trump has been rightfully after Europe and many of the NATO countries for not spending enough on defense. Denmark definitely has been included in this. We are trying to get up there, but it's not nearly enough. And we have been giga carried by the United States ever since World War II. Maybe this is an elaborate ploy to get Danish politicians to spend more on defense, because consequently, it seemed right after Trump's comments here in 2024, 2025, they increased defense spending in Greenland. So, and that doesn't happen often. But they have been out saying that it has nothing to do with that, which I kind of doubt. I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, Danish government, yeah, just saying. But either way, one thing Mr. Orange Man and his son gets completely wrong is you cannot buy countries. You can't buy sovereign nations. Canada is not yours to buy, nor is Panama, and Greenland, as the Greenland's Prime Minister has said, is definitely not for sale. And even Trump himself couldn't come, as he had to send his offspring, Donald Trump Jr., on January 7th to see Greenland for 4 hours. All of 4 hours is what he had time for. Donald Trump Jr. giving MAGA caps to the people and even offering to pay for young people from Greenland's meals at the finest restaurant in Nuuk. He paid for them on the one condition that they would wear this MAGA cap. Now, I do think it's a very interesting way of charming the people, but it also just seems like a sleazy sale tactic that someone like Trump would use, and definitely his son as well. Now, I can only imagine Russia and China are looking at this whole thing and laughing their butts off. After all, it is because of them and because of their interest in the Arctic that Trump also has interest in the Arctic. Now, this is just also horrible timing for Europe, because we have a very big land war going on in Ukraine right now, with Mr. Putler trying to, do a 3-day invasion that turned into 3 years. So, as alliance tensions grow, you can't help but wonder, what if NATO doesn't hold up? What if NATO crumbles? If Trump were to attack Greenland, I don't know if we were going to go to war with the United States, but I don't think there's a paragraph in NATO for attacking each other. If there is, let me know out there. It's a gray zone, very much a gray zone. I have some crazy conspiracies. So no, maybe just maybe, this is all a massive psyop to get European countries to spend more on defense. I've been thinking about this, and it would be a masterstroke from Mr. Trump if that's what he actually meant. But I would take that with a massive grain of salt, because it's probably not the case. On the other end of the spectrum, people have been saying that he is a Kremlin puppet. And that this is their doing for splitting the alliance apart and making the US an imperialist nation, just like Russia is. So there's a lot of different theories in my head, because this is just absolutely fucking absurd. What are my hopes as a Dane and somebody who doesn't really have any say in Greenland's future? What do I hope? I hope that we can work together with the United States, maybe build up some cool bases around Greenland. I think the US should get, missile defense, they should get air bases, naval bases, they should invest in the, raw materials of Greenland and help Greenland become an independent nation, as well as Denmark will help them, partnership.
Teamwork make a dream work.
That's my hope. This was definitely not on my list of things for 2025. And if you're new to my channel, which you probably are because this is my first video, my name is Bob. Bravo Zulu Bob is the channel. So geopolitics and all this shit happening around the world is really interesting to me. We're going to be taking a little bit more of a memed NAFO approach on this channel. We have a NAFO poster in the background. And on this channel here, we like to meme, especially on Russian. So the next video I will be releasing is something about, a tier list about Russia and they're doing in the war. So I hope you guys will subscribe, like the video, and tell me all about what do you think about this. If you're in the US, would you want to be part of the invading force of Greenland? Tell me about it in the comments, guys. I would love to know, because this is just a crazy topic. My name has been Bravo Zulu Bob, and all I can say is Bravo Zulu. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.